Right, when we unbox it, it comes to those. We get loads and loads of calls. People saying I haven't got one of them because it's been skipped. Because it comes to the window. And when they get to the flashing part of it, they're like, oh, we haven't got that bit. Because they chuck it away. So we get, comes to the brackets, packing piece. So put that to one side. So do you guys use the BDX, the insulation collar?
Yeah.
There's not many of you that do.
Very rarely put the metal rain thing in there, because they're a pain.
Like the gutter?
Yeah,
the gutter
such a pain.
Do you want to put that one together for me, Ian?
Because we had practice yesterday.
Right, while he's doing that, shall I get one of you to get the brackets on the window, and then we'll take the sash out. Or should you take the sash out first? Do you want to take the sash out? No?
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of the main stage.
Kyle, you should be doing this, mate.
Do you do it on the side?
Huh?
Do you always do it on the side?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always used to.
It's the wrong way round. The metal all goes on the outside.
Yeah. Right, what I would do, I always used to do it on the side.
Yeah.
So, when you unpack it,
Yeah.
it comes with those bits
Yeah.
that are stuck in there.
You're putting it in our house.
So,
Bent it.
so they're asking, they tell you to put it
That was a bloke in the morning one.
I don't do that because I've had it a couple of times, it's rolled off that and it's damaged that. So what we would do, put it up on that end, okay?
476. 896.
Open the window, spin them right round,
Yeah.
okay? Then we got our little lock pins.
Slap her in there, wouldn't I?
I held that one for ages.
Where's the
Got
hammer?
it?
Yeah.
Just a minute.
That's yours is Kai Cousins, isn't it?
Okay?
Yeah.
Can I give you a name?
Mate, this is the one I'm interested in.
See?
The roller.
Right,
You want to do
get
it?
the sash out. Put that to one side
Callum,
for
you can
now.
have a go.
Nah, man.
Why not? Get
More
involved.
practice for you boys, isn't it?
We don't need practice. I just need how to put them in level.
Them things level themselves, though. It's one of the plastic ones, isn't it?
Right. What we do then? There's our screws for our brackets. We're going to do standard hunt today, so it's going to be red,
Goes on the top.
top and bottom. One of my colleagues up in Scotland had an online training. Don't struggle.
Let me answer it. Give it.
No, I think he called me. He's talking to someone else.
Did you take your name?
I'll go over
Got
all
him out? Yeah.
Oh, did you?
So what we're doing with this one, you put him in. When we were saying
Say my
earlier,
name.
that's that 10 mil there.
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that. I would just say 60 mil and 60 mil.
Because before I thought, well, if it's 40-60, that's goes 50, because that's
Yeah,
obviously
and it's going to be slack.
But if you know it's 60, and you'll be fine.
You're going to go for 60. Yeah. So what we always do is go size of the window. What we tell people is once you get the box out, once you got the size of the Velux, right on there, what the size is. So plus the 60, plus the 45. So the chippers are going to frame out to that size. Because they'll frame out what the window is.
Everyone's under
And it's not
pressure.
going to fit.
Be serious,
So what we want him is he went nice and
serious.
nice and tight in there, so there's not going to be
Play
any
the game.
airflow.
Oh, that's so tricky, mate.
Careful.
Ooh, steady.
Careful, really heavy that one.
We need a crane in. Yeah. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, your finger's too fat to get him shoes out.
I know.
In them situations.
You happy with that, mate?
You happy?
I'm always
Right, do you want to pop him in?
Carl?
Do it together.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Put him up the other way. we're going to do, start from the bottom, push them in, should fit nice and snug into that foam. Alright? Okay, what we're going to do then, we're going to put 30 in the middle of the bracket, we're going to put 30mm and 30mm, and then I'll get you 2 8s, so on the outside edge is where we'll put the 8s, and those 8s then are going to pick up on that double raft. Oh, you do that first. I love those. You do those. If you go that one out, the outside ones. What we suggest is people don't use torque drills because they go in, not so much on these, but on when you start putting the flashings in, people drive them too quick and it rips all the threads out. So it's better to set them at, what we're going to do with the top ones, we're going to go elongated and elongated, but we're going to leave them out by like 8mm, something like that. A bit more, push them a bit more, so you don't catch it there.
No, my Velux is leaking.
Don't look at me. Right? Yeah. Okay. What we're going to do then, we're going to pop the window in, pop the sash back in. You guys used any of these?
We've had them.
No.
Don't use them.
We just use them to protect the edges. Usually I just stick a jumper over it.
I was given these ages ago, and I always used it to sit on the window.
Yeah.
I put it on there and sit on it.
Yeah. Usually I'll put a
Because my knife used to catch the edge of the window, so I used to put them on as well. But they are a great bit of kit. People think that they need to sit right over there, and they won't. So where you see that rubber lip there, people think they've got to actually sit onto there.
Yeah.
But they don't. They sit just on there.
Yeah.
That's what they're designed.
That doesn't come with it normally, does it?
No, that's a separate. How many guys we got here today?
You know, I'm pretty sure I've got one in my van.
1, 2,
3,
6, 7. I might have enough. I've got some in the van.
Do you know? I think
So
I
if you
might.
want-
I think I might have some in my
take a
van
set.
floating about somewhere.
Once you see this,
Oh, really?
you'll
Yeah,
be
I'll
like,
have some.
wow.
So
So what we
have you
do,
not seen it?
we're saying we're going to fit the window from the.
Everyone seems
to
have them.
What's the
Don't even
inside?
Why is it Russell
Yeah.
never
It's safe, isn't it?
Yeah. What we're going to do?
We normally have one outside
Put
steady,
your thumbs into there.
depending on the
Pick
size.
that. That's a little like. Hold it. You can spin around that way if you need to. Pop them out through there. Pop them onto there.
Ah.
Bring them back to there. Hand in the middle. Don't get my hands
Oh,
over.
well said and done when you're not
Drop
going to
off
help.
the
Yeah.
There's a few
Yeah,
we
sorry.
got.
I actually think I've got them in my van.
Let's do that one first.
I've never seen them.
Yeah, well, of course you haven't, because he doesn't use anything like that.
Get the hoodie out.
Pop that one in. Swap your hand to that side. Push your hand out slightly. Pop that one in. Tip him that way. Pull your thing out. Right. So if you've got.
So that sort of sets it in the right position.
Yeah. So that
That's
distance from
clipped
there.
as well. Yeah, that's thing.
Yeah, he's cut the clip. I think this is going to get chucked after today. So that distance there is the exact measurement from there up to where that pivot hinge is going to go in.
That's
That's
perfect.
nice, yeah.
I mean, the other way that the old-fashioned way of doing it was, do you know where the little lock pin is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This little one there.
yeah.
So do you use that one to put the windows in?
Not to normally put them in.
So what we would do,
That's a good reason.
I'll definitely now to my office, give them to me.
we take them back out in a minute. So what we do, that little lock pin on there,
So should I? Let me video this as well.
watch it, don't drop it now, won't I?
Don't drop it.
So what we're going to do, take him out through there. Oh. That little lock pin there, I can still activate it with my hand. Drop him into there. That gives me then a free hand.
Ah, okay.
Once you've got a free hand, pop that one in. Take your lock pin out. drop that one in. So that's that
Another
lock pin doubles up as to hold the window
That red
inside
thing,
out so
yeah.
people can clean it, but also it works on installed in the window. Another thing you can do is you can get glass suckers.
Yeah.
Put the glass sucker on it and you can just lift them out. But that bit of kit,
Yes.
yeah,
It's good that.
installing. So if you were doing a big UK08, you could have two of those, one either side.
Yeah.
Drop the window up on there, and he's just sat there. He's not going to screw it off as well. Yeah, it's a good bit of kit. Alright?
Yeah.
What we're going to do now,
Given them if you don't use them.
what we're doing, we're talking about squaring up there. This window won't move a lot. If you want to come round to the back a minute. When we talk about squaring up, it's keeping this margin the same. Because we've got a maintenance free, he's really, really rigid, so he won't move that much.
Yeah.
If you had a white painted, there'd be a lot more play in it. So basically all you're going to do, make sure that's parallel, and then open him up, make sure that distance across there is parallel, which you can do from I always used to do it off that section just there, to double check that that across there is right. If he's out, then you get your packer, put it in the opposite corner, pack him up, just make sure he's levelled in, okay? And then fix him down, so we can then tighten up those 30s, and then we'll put the 80s in either side as well, and that's the window fixed.
I guess with the replacements, they're nearly always these low maintenance ones. You don't tend to put in
No.
the white painted anymore.
No. The only thing that you may find, if you go to a replacement job, they've been put in wrong and they're not square, you might have to in some cases cut the plasterboard reveal just to crank him over,
Yeah.
and then just a bit of decorator's cork and just cork it back in. I mean, what we do is when you take the replacement jobs on, you're leaving it ready for decoration.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you cork it back in, that's what you can do. You're not going to take 50 pots of paint.
Do you ever have to redo the reveals completely?
No, not very often. No.
No, because they should line up with the old
Yeah,
one.
they should. Yeah. The only time that you'll find that is if you were doing like I said earlier, the GGL5, which now is slightly smaller than.
Yeah. Then you've got that,
the old
that
one.
extra bit.
So what we would do is you would cut that back edge off, so he would sit back into the reveal where he should be, and then if you get like an 18mm UPVC quadrant, and just put down either side.
Yeah.
Just trim it up, seal around it.
So from the photos, Velux would tell us whether it's the setup or the set 40mm
Yeah.
down, because that would depend what flashing
Yeah.
you get.
They would.
But you'd already supply that because you've worked it out previously.
They would give you a list of everything that you need for that job.
Yeah. So
So
you
they'll-
just turn up there ready to go with what you're told to buy.
Yeah. You buy it, you load it into the van the night before, bring the customer, say I'm coming tomorrow, you go there, unpack it, fit it, and what I used to do, I had like a customer satisfaction sheet, get them, once you finished it, say look, okay, do you want to just have a quick look what we've done, open it, show her, reveals, get her to sign the sheet. So if there was any comebacks and Velux said, well look, this customer's moaning that you haven't done this, you haven't done that, so well, you've signed the sheet. It was just my own peace of mind that I was in the clear with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it is a good system. Right, okay, let's tighten them up. We won't put them H's into there. You say you guys you use these? Yeah. They're alright, as soon as I used to get them out, the wind would pick up and they'd blow everywhere.
They're usually wrapped up though, aren't they? So they don't.
Yeah, you're meant to stick it to there and then fold it down.
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Yesterday I did. I thought I'll get on top of it. No, I have done, but sometimes I know
You can't always do it.
So most people throw £50 away, don't they?
Yeah. You can't always do it.
Sometimes on the, the black felt ones, the old felt roofs, when you cut them, it's impossible to do your diamond cut to do all the flats because it would just, as soon as you do it, they break.
Tears
so
off.
just putting that on them.
Just gives you that. It's just that second barrier, isn't it? So what we'll do with that one? Bum bum bum.
Man car, come on.
So what we're going to do? So we've got butyl putty on him. Going to stick to the window. There's a very faint crease line just there. So that's going to sit at your batten height, and then you'll stick him down right the way around. When you come to these corners, I think the best practice says that you fold one round that way and then one back over top of it. But we've now said that you can just pinch them together.
Oh, right.
Because
we're doing one and one.
Otherwise you're just getting a bit of a muddle. So what we're saying now, put in like that, pinch them together, and that's still acceptable. Okay. All right. Then you come to the famous bar. It is a bit of a pain, but so what we're going to say, we say put them on there at an angle, cut the felt in line with your double rafter, thickness of that, peel your felt back, pop that onto there, get them in line. That one then is going to come down into it, and then this other little piece of felt, your lap, is going to also sit into there as well. Then once you've done that, we will get our little clips, spring loaded. So with this one and that one, we're just going to pinch it in, just make sure that it holds it in place. All right. All we need to make sure with these is when we put these on, if we're running them that way, we need to make sure that we've got these lips the right way. So he wants to run that way now, so the water's going to run down and not trap back up through it. Yeah. It is just something very, very small, but I like, if you were lapping a piece of felt, you make sure that that was over top. So it's the same principle. All right. So what I've started doing, or what I've started telling our training guys, if we put that one on there, if we brought that into there, and then we brought another piece of felt from that lap down and tucked it into there, we can do that instead of really then cutting this felt. I don't like cutting felt if I don't need to, because once you cut the felt, then you're opening yourself up to problems. So what I would do is I would bring a piece down over it, push it into there, then put that clip in, and still do exactly the same thing. All right. Right. Okay. Right. Who's going to do the fashions for me?
Reese said he was going to go, yeah.
Why not? Because I'll do a lot of it.
What I'll do.
I'll stick
So
it
with this one,
yeah,
it's got to go under the tar button.
Yeah.
You see it a lot that people just tuck it there and it's going to form a gutter. It needs to sit, so you need to rip them tiles off, undo that batten, just denail him, and just drag that underneath. If you've got counter battens, it's got to go under the counter batten. Okay, it's got to go. It's got to make sure that it's sat nice and flat against the roof line. Once you get to the batten, where the battens are, these are little fans which will open out. So then you can just staple them around and fix them to the batten as you're going up. All right. What we'll do, we'll lift that off for now because it's going to blow everywhere and it gets in the way. So then we'll have a go at popping them flashings on. If you can count to 7, then we can do it. So who's going to have a go?
Go on, I'll do it.
Go on, Em.
Should open the window
Yeah,
for you.
There's a goodie bag for all of you here.
Was there sweets in there?
The other one.
Birthday cake.
There's a water bottle, some pencils,
Lovely, thank
Where's
you.
all the screws in that?
and then
in
my
that box,
card's
yeah.
in there. So I'm the local rep for the
Okay.
area. So anything we give you a call.
Perfect.
Yeah, some of the ones in there are...
It's right, sort of staying there, is it?
Thursday.
Alright, just want me to level up. Right, yeah, right.
Safe drive, lovely to see you. I'll call you next week about Thursday.
Okay, no worries.
Bye.
Bye. Right, what we're going to do, before we pop that one on,
Yeah.
what we're going to do, hold him in where he's got to go, and we're going to squash all them down as best we can. Okay? And then he's still riding up. So what we're going to do, we'll lift him off there a minute, pop him into there, give him a tweak for a few degrees, pop him back on, and he's closing right in. I don't need to do this, do I? Come on, mate.
Kai, you get it on, mate. Come on, see if you remember. Just I'll be your lady, yeah?
It's an hammer.
Kai's fault.
Fiddling with a drill again, isn't it?
That side.
happy with them as well. 2 screws into there. Come on.
Come on, Ree, mate.
Mate, I've got the
Did
drill in me.
Georgie take all of your names and mobile numbers?
She took my card.
She did mine.
Yeah.
Done them.
How did she get my mobile number?
She didn't. She said I don't need him.
You're not laughing.
I'll grab my book a minute. I'll get you just got one down again. Not that I don't trust her. What we're going to do with that one, he's gone down too far now. You'll just come back up.
She said you asked too many questions.
Yeah.
Don't want to deal with him. Don't want to deal with him over the phone.
Come on, inside bits.
Hold on, don't get carried away. I know you want to get home.
I'll go back to work.
Right, hold on before you put them on. Do you put these on?
Yeah. Whoa. No.
Don't you?
Do they come with it?
No.
Like they're the bits that you go at the top. Oh no, it's already there. Where do they go then? They don't
Isn't
come
that
with
for
where they
flipping?
go. Do they?
You know where they go. Of course you do.
I'm going to sit on there.
Oh yeah, I do them afterwards though when the whole flashing gets on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Screw them up, you pin them on, didn't you? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was another one of these, don't we there? Cut that, mate.
So you boys fold them under there.
Yeah. Only because sometimes when you go like that, you end up scratching it and it
Like
starts
that,
getting
like I did.
Yeah. That's what I just scratched it because I've showed people. Another thing, you can just pop them off. If need be.
Yeah.
Little lever in there.
Yeah. When I was in store, I used to take those and those off. before I even started fitting the
Right,
window.
okay, yeah, I just this risk of breaking
Yeah, because
it
they're
though,
like the
innit?
most obvious
Yeah.
bits, aren't they?
And the
Yeah.
thing is, right, catch your elbows on them.
Because the old Veluxes, you had to put, no, what was the old Velux? It was them that come loose, wasn't it? You had to screw them
Yeah,
on.
there was screws
wasn't it?
in
Or was
all
it
of them,
ones?
wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all screwed on.
Don't break
Yeah,
it.
he's knackered on that little lug.
We can tell the customer.
I think this is really probably a 10
Got any
12 times.
silicone?
CT1, when in Rome, get the phone.
Alright? Right, if we pop our clips onto there then.
So when this one goes in, will that clip, when that goes in, do you not double clip that there? So where's that top bit, that one everyone always throws away?
He's thrown it.
Common kind, mate, you know the
Right,
rules.
That one.
Yeah. Common kind, how these go, mate. Can't screw that up.
Did you any top on them?
Yeah, top hung where they come in individual bits,
Yeah,
don't they?
is it
Yeah.
on with them?
Yeah, I think they're all right. You just put that on and then clip that in after. But sometimes you've got to be careful you don't bend them under there
The little- yeah,
when you
little
put them
clips.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
People try and start whacking them down.
What we used to do is put them together.
Yeah.
Put them together and then just push them on.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to pop them in after.
Have you done the other side?
Pop one on that one.
Tricky that one.
Before
Is it
we
worth
put
putting
them
one
the
on that
bottom.
one, or do you not put that one?
No, just
don't need it, does it?
that one there. Yeah.
Is that fast? How is it fast?
Everything then, mate.
Oh, mate, that's on that one, yeah. 2 screws, really.
What?
So this top flap. Oh, mate.
Right.
Where's the Paslo gun? If you wanted to,
See how many
could you get these
people
in
can have that top
or is
bit,
it just the one option?
We could do any colour.
Yeah.
Really? If you send us an L'Oreal coat, we can do any colour. It's stupid money.
Right. What they do, just powder coat them?
Yeah.
I want a pink one.
Cheaper again.
Yeah.
And then what we do then?
Is it?
Yeah. If there wasn't a batten there, I would
Just put a piece in there, yeah.
just to clip it, just to hold them together. Right? So that tight. Then what we're going to do. So on the old foam, the old-fashioned foam, you like to cut it to the shape of the tile. With this now, it just squashes down, it'll fluff back up to where it needs to be. So we're going to run it to there, okay, all the way up. Once we get to the top, we're going to be minimum 60mm from top of the window to the underside of the tile, and then maximum 150 on profile. If you go to slate, so you're using the ETL, then you can go in 60 to 100, okay? Then you've got your tile fillet there, So what you do, you would bring that down just to adjust so the tile sits onto it, just stops it dipping. On the narrow windows, it's not so noticeable, but on the big like the UK's, then what you'll find, the tiles will dip in the middle. So make sure that you put that fillet in.
Sometimes that little fillet can be a little bit too small though.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to kind of like maybe put a batten under there.
Yeah,
like,
you find
tuck
a
back
lot
away,
of them used to put battens under, but it's
You could use a fillet to hold the batten in
Yeah,
place, couldn't you?
Yeah. So that's there, and then just with that, then just clip that back down behind your flashing. All right.
So you always bring the side in line with this then, not
Yeah.
just over it, just in line.
Yeah, I mean they say I think it's 30-60, 30-60. So you could potentially bring it there where that lap is,
Yeah.
but you'd have to take the lug off.
Yeah.
So
We sometimes do that and then fix it there, but it just gives it an extra barrier, doesn't it? So
I'd always put them to there,
Okay.
whatever tile it was.
Okay.
If you were putting a small little piece in, if it ran, you had to put a cut in. A lot of people would just CT1 it. CT1's great, but we say it needs to be like a crow clip, mechanical fix. If not a crow clip, they're like £1 each. Then you could drill a hole in that, a bit of stainless wire, and just wire it out to the next batten and do it that way. But they need to be mechanically fixed, really. You can put a bit of CT on as well, just to keep them, stop them from, just spinning offline a little bit. But yeah, they need to be mechanically fixed. All right. Right. Who should we choose to?
Yeah, come on, Callum, mate. It's been a bit quiet here over here.
Frame up, mate.
Mate, instead of the Velux, mate, you need to know how they go in, mate.
That's what I'm not just watching, isn't it?
What should we do? Shall I choose one, or do you want to watch? So what we'll do, we'll convert that one now from a manual to a solar.
Ooh.
So we'll put a solar kit on him.
Is this a converter? Is that a manual and we're going to now put a converter on there?
That's a manual window now. So what you can do, you can buy a KSX 100. So basically, within 6 minutes, you can put all that onto there and turn it into a solar window.
Who's giving that a go then?
Who's gonna have a go at it?
I
reckon
will.
you need
I
that.
will.
Come on, get on your video, mate.
I'm enough there, trust me. Ooh, fancy.
Right, what we do, talk this through. I'll walk you through it, shall I? So they give us a little Brillo pad. That's to give that top hood a bit of a clean. Okay, so once you've done that, you get it clean. We've got solar pad and our fixing kit. So our fixing kit is going to go that way on the top of our part 6. Do you see on that far side, there should be a pencil line just on there.
Yeah.
So he's going to sit
Just like that?
just like that.
Yeah, okay.
Give him a push down. He might fall off because he's been used so many times. Alright?
So it's just stuck on, is it?
Yeah. So there is then another sticky bit on there. I won't use it because I'll never get it off actually. Never get it off. So he's going to sit onto there. Go over one. And then he's on there. Okay?
Yep.
What we'll do then, drag this cable inside. I don't know if you guys want to come around this way now. Bum, bum, bum. Right, where's my little stupid one now? So on all of the flashings, it's all T20s. On glazing screws or anything to do with the motors, it's T15. So we got to just swap the bit and you go.
Drills up there, mate.
Oh, he'll get it. Don't worry about it. Oh no, what a terrible lad. He ain't my neighbour.
Now you know what we'll work with.
You got the apprenticeship with me. Yeah, it's just up there, mate. Oh, I'll get it. God, he's retired, making him get his stuff.
Right, what we do, we'll knock that one up there. So, do you see that little black keeper up in there? Yeah. If you unscrew that one, there's 3 little screws. Lift that one out. Okay, good. So
Do we need these screws?
Yeah, we'll keep the screws, but that one we don't need, so we can chuck that away.
Give me chuck them in there.
How much are these converter kits again?
270 quid.
So they're not
So
bad.
what does it do? Electrically open once it's fitted?
Yeah, solar.
And then does it work when it rains it shuts as well?
Yeah.
So that ain't bad if you've had a Velux for a few years and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, why
So
don't I get
this
solar?
is for this kit, the
I'm wondering if I get it
KSX
on mine.
100K is for the new generation. Then there's a KSX 100 which goes back a generation before. So you can, the older windows you can still convert them. But you it gets to the point that if they're over 10, 15 years old, you may as well put them out and put new ones in, haven't you?
Yeah.
Or you could even say to a client, look, if you can't afford that now, get that, and then in a
And
year's
then
time I'll come back and I
we
can
can
install it.
retrofit.
Yeah, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
Some clients,
£300
not their line, they
extra.
always say they've got no money, but they've got money somewhere. That's not a bad idea to say. If you can't afford it,
So,
then we'll come back and use it.
With this big screwdriver, see this big polystyrene line?
Yeah.
Yeah, with that cassette, we're going to unscrew that, take that out.
Let me just get my whopping great flathead screwdriver.
So it's
that I
definitely
carry
taking you
everywhere.
longer than 6 minutes, though, isn't it?
You're explaining it. Taking a time.
Okay, then. So if it was a bigger size window, there'll be a line through there and there. So you cut it with an axle and you can put the two bits back in. Because it's a small, narrow window, it's pretty much the same size as what the old cassette is.
This goes there.
So what we're going to do,
And that comes
So
Before we-
all of the
before we
bigger
pop them
ones
in.
are pre-lined in readiness for this.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. And before you push them in, lift them back out. You're too keen, aren't you?
Oh, the cable, isn't it?
Right, so there's a little connector block there,
Ah.
which is connecting up the batteries. Okay, pop that into there. Then there's two little connectors in there, which is going to connect up to our solar panel. And then, you notice there's loads of cable.
Yeah.
So what they do is they send enough cable for the wider windows, because obviously that would have to be in the middle of the window.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're going to push all that into there and keep it all out of the way. Running out of time, Remy. I think we've gone past the 6.5 minutes, haven't we?
You have.
I think that's why I was trying to rush
I
to get it
don't
in.
know. I don't know. It's video, we can edit it. 6:25.
Okay, now, what you go in? Now, you can pop that up into there.
Yeah.
So where these little dowels are,
Yeah.
they're all pre-oiled.
Yeah,
You got him in? Yeah. He should stay there.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go back into the holes where we took out from the
Yeah.
manual keeper.
Yep. Need one more?
Need one more?
Yeah. Oh, do I? No, I don't.
5 should be.
Oh,
You done the one on the far end? This side?
There's one, yeah.
Yeah.
Edit.
Okay. Then what we're going to do then, that last little bit of cable, we're going to push up into there and we just tuck it up behind the cassette. And get my hands in there. Right, what we're going to do then, this, I don't know if you, so none of you guys have fitted any of these conversion kits.
No.
We get loads and loads of phone calls saying we've converted the window but it don't work. So, we'll say there's a little grey plastic bit somewhere. They're like, oh no, I haven't seen it. It's a little magnet and it's stuck to a screwdriver in the bottom of their tool bag. So, it's the most important part. That sits onto there. What that does, that gives contact from that catch up to the motor. So when he's closed, he shows him that he's running right. This little part there is going to sit up into there. So you've got to be a bit ambidextrous. You've got to be able to flick those down, pull that vent bar up, push them across, and then we're going to just pop a couple of screws into there. Just tighten those 2 screws down for me. A bit more, can you tighten down anymore? Okay. Pop that open. Put our little clip out. Close the window. Controller. So yeah,
Magic.
6 minutes 42 seconds.
That's it. Later.
So we've now converted. So yeah, the customer's like, well, we've got a window that's automatic. So it's got a rain sensor on it. We'll open him just up, open him fully up.
That is cool.
There is a way that you can override it and make it go faster, but it's noisier.
Yeah.
It's alright.
But it's a good bit of kit.
Especially if you don't have to walk to it, just do it with your remote, you know. Sit downstairs.
I mean, you can set it all up to your phone.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So there's the rain sensor, that little pad there. So on the electric one, so it works on water. So if we tap that one 5 times, he thinks it's raining and he's closing himself up. So once he goes into rain sensor mode, he'll close himself up, but the vent bar will still stay open. You can override that by pressing down and hold at the same time, and the vent bar will close up. But if you leave him 15 minutes and then you'll reactivate, you'll think it's stopped raining. If it is still raining, obviously you'll stay closed. Right?
Really good for like over stairwells and that, to save you having to have the pole, innit? It completely avoids you having to have that stupid pole.
Do you know what, I might mention it to Steve, he could do it in a couple of years. We just done one and he wanted electric, but it was too expensive for him. Like the one that all comes all made together.
Yeah,
now,
you can
if you want
retrofit
in a
it.
couple of years when you want to spend some money, you can get one
I've
out.
done it
Don't
a few
even have
times.
to worry about electric being there or nothing.
No,
do
I
you?
mean, what we find is people go to the merchants like, I want to buy electric Velux blind. So if they buy the blind, which is great, they've got to get it fitted, and they're like, well, I've got a manual window. It's not going to work. You need to have an electric window to run an electric blind.
So if you had that, could you have the blind on that one?
Yeah, so what we'll do now we've converted that one to a solar. What we'll do, if we just pop the solar blind on, so what we'll do, we'll put solar blind on the inside, and then we'll do solar shutter on the outside, and then what you can do then is the window is totally working, all separate, so you've got the window, the shutter, the blind, and all self-powered. But yeah,
So the feature of this, apart from being remote and it will shut if it's raining, does it ever open itself if you set it at a temperature or anything on your phone?
If you set it through the app, as soon as it gets a temperature, the window will open.
Okay.
You need to have the active for that to work,
Yeah,
because you have the climate sensor.
Yeah.
I've done one of the smoke ones that
Yeah.
fitted a smoke Velux that open when we like to create a tunnel for the smoke or something in a corridor.
Oh, okay.
And it automatically
Don't see
turns
him a lot.
No, it was really expensive as well.
It's like commercial stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it was in like a 5-storey block of flats. It was on the top.
Yeah.
But it was in the hallway, not actually in the flat.
Yeah.
So it's all to do with they seal the hallway and then have the smoke so it goes all the way through.
Goes up and out.
So I've got.
So does that work off that solar panel or has it got its own separate
Saltman's got his own,
solar panel?
his own solar panel on the back of the blind.
So that just will you be just below this one on the
Yeah,
outside?
yeah. So you'll see it through the glass.
You see that little drop bit?
Yeah. Right. So what we're going to do? So where have I put the controller for the window? It's in there somewhere.
is, isn't it?
I fitted 2 of the solar ones, but I never saw them fitted because they
Get
were
the
the
bit
electric
more
powered ones. And they were, but they had them both above a bed.
Do you still do the cabled one?
Yeah, they still do the electric windows. The only thing is,
Why would they not just phase them out if they do the solar?
I don't know.
They look better.
These are a bit more expensive than the electric, but you gotta get a sparky
But
in.
you still got to pay a spark. How much is a spark going to charge to run a cable to
Yeah,
do it?
and you got to chase the wall out to have it so it's
yeah.
tidy. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
No.
And it's less hassle for everyone.
So what you do if you've got an electric window, and you're going to put an electric blind on, which that will work. So these 2 little lugs there, the one on the right hand side, he will pop off, and that's got the little connections. So those connections then are on.
What? Then you don't have to have that second solar panel.
No. If you have an electric blind and an electric window, and then under that sash cover there, just under there will be a cable that you plug in, which activates the blind.
And then you don't have to have that bit.
No.
So you won't see it as much from the outside, so it's more slimline from the outside.
Yeah.
That's the positive of getting it when you're doing the project instead of having it added on.
Retrofitted, yeah.
So what you're going to do, put that out. You guys fit any of these blinds?
No. Not the solar, just normal blinds.
The last time I fit a blind on Velux, there was still Philip heads on the screws.
Stay there for me. And what we got in our box of bits. When you get these new, they've got little lugs on them, so it dictates where he goes in relation to the window. So you will sit against that part there, and then once you've done that, you'll tear it off because we're reusing it all the time. Hence why we're too tight and we can't volume it. If I have that little drop now.
Right, Jake, knock it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So you just
He glued his hands in his pockets.
No, keep his pockets warm.
yeah, you just stay there, mate. It's fine. We got this. Cheers, lads.
You're definitely not working with Velux.
Oh shit.
I've got to pick them up.
Oh.
It's also been a cameraman.
Recording that as well.
Once you want to put it inside there,
Pick up on those.
you're going to put that up into there.
Go.
Put them into there.
It's quite easy actually, fit the normal blind.
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen them with the mired corners. Isn't it? Used to be that used to be metal strip along the top, didn't it?
You used to screw a metal strip to the sides, didn't you? And it had the string going down.
Yeah, because
Do these still have the string on them?
there's so many different types of blinds, isn't
Well,
there?
it's probably because these are electric and the ones these are manual, aren't they?
Yeah, what you'd have a cord that you have to pop it into there.
Do these not have a cord? The last time I had one, when you had to flick that little bit at the bottom and you had to like turn it around like a little
Yeah, and you got to push it in.
gun, yeah. Do you know, it's very rare they ask for blinds, isn't it? Or if they do, they just sort of deal with it
I
themselves.
don't know, a lot of people get them off other sites now,
Yeah,
don't
but
they,
you
as
can
well?
get different patterns, can't you? Also, because you can get like Disney ones and all sorts now, can't you, for the kids' bedrooms?
It costs a lot, though.
So what you can do, if these blinds do come at a square, if you tilt them backwards, you can move them manually. So if you get a jam anywhere, if he's right in the bottom and you think, oh, he's lost contact with the controller, you can actually move them back up to get to the reset button, which is just there.
So is that the same controller, or the blind has a controller and?
Yeah. So the window is the one with airflow.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. Then you've got
that's the blind. Yeah.
then you've got internal blind. Now when we get to the external shutter, obviously it's the same as that, but the line on the outside. Yeah. So what you can then do, once you've got all the three controllers, you can then add it, transfer it to your Velux Active. Yeah. So you've got one controller to activate all of the products.
And do you say the active you pay one off or per
Yeah,
year?
yeah, one off.
One off.
I think it's 70 quid. I think it's 70 quid for the active kit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's just like the little bar, isn't it?
No, but look, it's here as well. So when it goes up, if you close
That
it,
follows it.
so obviously when you,
Look down there.
if it was the electric window, that bit wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
So that bit would be a little bit more slimline.
Yeah.
Be handy if there's a cleaner on the other side.
Yeah.
You know, another bit Velux can get. Copyright.
Put a squeegee on it.
As well as the controller auto then.
I ain't telling you about it, like Callum. You don't tell us nothing.
He's got all that's to do is taking the charge of the daylight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that it's got to be operated with.
Can it be in different colour? That
Yeah.
Can you
They
get
do,
it like
yes.
dark, so it's not
that's-
so obvious? Obviously, that is
Oh,
obvious.
the
isn't it?
white,
Yeah.
the cassette. No, it's
No,
only, it's
cassette
only
is
that colour.
always white. Yeah.
But this is what they're trying to
Deal
do
breaker.
because
window, wouldn't
but
you?
because we're looking at white painted and white maintenance free.
Yeah.
We're thinking it's all going to fit.
Because when it's open on
I
this side, it makes it look white all the way around on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
But you
mean,
don't really
I don't know
look
if
at the
the
outside
old
of the
the
window,
older
do you?
blinds that you fitted were they silver?
Silver,
edges?
yeah.
Yeah, so of course they bought these out to match them with
The
our white
thing is,
windows.
you're not. I mean, I know 9 times out of 10 Veluxes aren't like that. They're a bit more like that. And when you look at these roofs now, you're not going to know. Look at all these Veluxes. You're not going to notice that at the top anyway.
Oh, I
That's
can
what it looks
see
like on
that.
the inside. Unless you're sitting in your back garden, you want
Yeah,
everyone to
yeah, that's
admire
right.
your roof.
Yeah.
It's
That's
it's
what they
not
wanna
all
do,
there,
don't they?
yeah.
And then you go, well, mate, I've got an electric blind.
What you Look at this, sitting downstairs. What right. Going upside down, old Jaden flipped it.
And what happens to that cable? Is that? It's
Yeah,
just
he's
the
yeah,
only
yeah.
thing.
He's got to sit up under there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has he got a special space there?
Yeah,
somewhere?
with the one of our
You'd
training
think the
guys,
wire's a bit
Jamie,
more incognito.
he likes
wouldn't
to take that off and tuck it
but
behind
yeah,
this
it's not
plastic
rushed
clip.
in,
Okay,
so it's obviously
yeah.
when you mess around with it,
he's
for like if you mess around with it, you'll be able to widen it, so it's just
Yeah,
going quick. isn't it?
Jamie's he's come from auto electrician,
As
so
I was
he's
saying,
quite
piano.
anal about having cables against
Yeah.
metal. So
That's why she
it's
looks
like
square.
he wants to tuck it
Yeah,
up
that's
anyway.
what I would want as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
personally. I think you could, I don't know, just.
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
you could tuck it up under there a bit tidier. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Right. What we'll do then? If we look at the. So you guys never done one of these either.
I've done one. I've done them on one job on 2 Veluxes before.
Never.
They stop the even though it's an outside blind, don't they stop the heat as well or something?
They stop 99% daylight and 87%
Yeah.
heat.
It's literally like blackout, aren't they? Yeah.
Whereas people think that if they have a blackout blind, that's going to stop the
Nah.
heat coming through.
No, it doesn't.
But it's not, because
Nah.
once the heat gets through the glass,
It does,
then
that's
it's going
it.
to warm up the reveals. And once it's in, it's in. So this is the one to stop the heat going through. But again, if you had the active, then it would control it all for you anyway. It would.
So what it would be then, that and that, 3 things together, what it would add to the cost of the window?
So if you were to buy the solar window, solar shutter, and the solar blind, I think you worked out it'd probably be about 1,100–1,200 quid.
Okay. On top of the window?
No, that would be all
that's
of it.
all in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not that too bad really. And the thing is as well, it's
So it's 270 for the original solar kit.
yeah.
How much was that, and how much
The
is
blind,
that?
this one, I think this one comes in about 460, and the blind is 160.
Okay.
162, I want to say.
Yeah.
So it's not. The thing is, if you're having a
I mean,
30 grand lock conversion done,
with all this kit, that size window, you're probably looking at about £1,000, aren't you?
yeah.
Like that, the whole
yeah, it's
lot.
about we reckon it's about 1,100. Book price is about 1,100–1,200 quid, but with the discounts you get.
See, it's the thing that's crazy is like, obviously I know it's the different products that's in the roof, but like you think you can get a PVC window for like, I don't know, 250, 300 quid, and then you look at this and like some
Yeah.
like when obviously I know it's Velux, obviously it's the best product on the market. I know there's competitors, but
Yeah.
it's 1,100 quid when you add it all up. Like when so what 1,100 quid for one window? It's quite a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you've got to put your
It really depends on
Labour.
customers.
yeah.
You've got.
Then you've got to add on your fitting.
Because
fee,
they will go,
cutlery.
that's like £700–800 for carpeting a room
Yeah,
or
yeah.
2 rooms.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
They'll
of course,
go, oh, I
yeah.
could do that
Wow.
instead.
That's why these all can go on afterwards.
But
the
like,
customer can buy the window and then later
Yeah,
on
I mean
you can go
these
there.
will all be fit from the inside as well.
Yeah.
So
That's why they do them as an addition, because not everyone goes for them straight away.
Yeah.
This is a choice then as well, isn't it? So you might find you get on without that. But if you get
I mean,
cold,
this
then
is
you get...
they are top end. That's top end kit. That is.
Yeah.
Do like keylights have this sort of thing?
I don't know. I don't know who that company are.
No.
He's not allowed to know.
Well, no, because obviously if they're
Stop
going to
swearing.
compete, they're obviously not competing well enough to like have all the add-ons. Does that
I
make
think
sense?
I don't think they do.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. So, anytime that you're drilling holes or putting new screws into the window, they always supply you with some little cubes of butyl mastic.
Oh, nice.
So what you want to do, make sure that you put it over the hole, put the screw in, so when the screw goes in, it pours that into it, just gives that water tightness.
Yeah.
Otherwise over time it's going to start to, it's going to leak. Right, what we'll do, we'll pop that open.
I was going to say CT, wasn't it?
Yeah. When in Rome, 5.
You're not painting yourself in a very good light now, are you? No.
He said CT1.
Oh, yeah, it's good
normal
shade, isn't
silicon.
it?
He's just trying to get promotion,
I
isn't he?
started using when
He's trying to get him on, isn't he?
when I finished up, I was
361.
using that Hippo. Do any of you guys use that?
Crap.
In the tubes?
Don't like it.
That's what they sell here,
Oh
isn't
yeah,
it?
they have it in. They
Yeah,
sold
it's like
me a load of
squeeze-
out-of-date
Not
ones.
anymore.
Squeezy.
Yeah,
think it was
you
out of
sold
date,
them all
mate.
out of date for about 20p a box.
Yeah.
I haven't used them.
It just peeled off.
So it just gets, it's just you get a bit messy.
I didn't
This
like
thing
it.
looks like it's going to be really bulky on that little window.
Sticks all the
No.
best bet.
Yeah.
Sticks like sticks all. Not
Sticks
as
so over the-
expensive.
obviously, it
Yeah,
can't-
CT1's
we find
good, yeah, isn't it?
sticks
Yeah.
all quite good, actually.
Yeah,
So
it's
big,
good.
doesn't it?
Sticks all, sticks.
Yeah, well, it can't go over the top
yeah.
of that side.
Sticks all, yeah.
Now,
Think so.
what you do, I'll leave that one on there for now.
Oh,
So-
what, does that
So
work
this,
as a double bubble?
that case there pops off. That unit there slides out. That slides out. You take that whole section off there. That solar panel and the pad, the touch pad, that all slides back into that cassette.
Yeah.
So the cable off that one then runs back down through there, and it connects back into our motor. So the window and the shutters all
So
run off
then
that top
you
cassette.
wouldn't need to spend 150 quid on the converter kit. If you wouldn't need the converter kit and this, would you?
Yeah, you would, because you'd need the motor.
Oh, the motor,
It's not,
right,
not the
okay.
solar panel.
So it's a shame they did provide.
You
that
could,
motor.
you could buy that as spares,
Right,
but
okay.
they'd probably charge you more.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that there would pop off. That cassette there slides out.
That's a window that's had the kit.
because that's all loose, and
They
then that
sell
part.
one that's automatic,
slides
with
back
that,
into
and
it.
then you just have that, and then you don't have that bar in.
What you can do as well, there is another little part that fits into there, which is like a little switch gear. So if you can't get the control pad in at the same time, then if every 5 minutes it flicks backwards and forwards, it charges both solar cells up.
Right.
That's the technical
Yeah, yeah.
bits and pieces of it. But yeah, they thought of everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds like.
yeah.
Well, must be a billionaire, the bloke.
It's all family owned.
Is it?
Yeah. It's all
Where is it manufactured, mate?
Denmark.
Denmark, that's it. I always say it's Germany.
It's all It's all still
I always
family
give
owned.
him that. Yeah, German
Yeah.
stuff, mate.
So what we're going to do, when you put these on new, I don't know if you've ever noticed there's little indents in the top of there. So what you do, get a 2mm drill and draw those
Why
out.
don't we put plasterboard screws in there?
As long as it's not plasterboard nails.
I'm doing learning course. Yeah. I'm doing a thing.
I'm busy.
Why is he not running? What's he on? Nah, tell him what the builders merchants. I don't know where I am. No.
Say no.
I'll tell him I'll ring him in a minute, mate. We're busy. We're learning.
So that don't get involved with any of the other screws then? It just goes straight on top and don't catch on the other screws?
No. There's no issues in there.
There's nothing there, is there?
Can you fit every product? Obviously, you've been in the store, but I guess you can fit every product without, like, just know everything now.
Not everything.
No?
No.
Is there products that you haven't done that have come out recently or anything like that?
I haven't got involved in flat roof windows too much.
Right, okay.
You ain't
There
missing out, mate.
Don't they? When they turn up here, they come on these crates that are like 8 before, and they're all, oh my days.
That's what we done the other day, mate.
That was ridiculous.
Didn't even fit in the van.
What size is that?
2 metres by a metre, but that's like internally, so they're like
Jesus.
they're
And then
like
they put
2
this crate around
by
it. It's like really
1200 externally, but they're good because they all come with built curbs now. So you put them straight down, fix them in. They all come with a Harris rail you put around it. They're really good, but they just weigh a ton.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got like if there's like 2 of you and you've got to do it. Like, but they come with these crane things.
We don't get
But
the
obviously
crane,
you've got to supply. Like how much is it going to cost to get a crane?
Yeah.
But they come with like.
And can you get them around the back of most houses as well? the
Well,
cranes?
not the big one.
I've seen videos in like central London and they're craning them up over.
Yeah, well, because
across
obviously
the
you've got to, haven't you, sometimes? But they honestly, it is. Not 2 of you ain't carrying 2 metre by a metre. Like it's.
What weight was that? Do you know?
130, wasn't it?
I think so.
that's
Usually
without
when
the
there's
crate in
4
it.
of
When
us,
it's
we
in the
get.
crate, it's like nearly 150.
We put them on
160.
edge. We get the straps, one at the front, one at the back. So there's 4 of you like this with
Yeah.
straps, and then to carry it sideways.
Is that our Velux straps?
Yeah, with the no, they
Right.
weren't just one we've got lying in the van or what we've got to hand.
You can get Velux straps.
Yeah, but they're just so long.
Because that's all right to like get it to there, but then you've got to get it up on your scaffold and get it up on your roof,
If
haven't
we've got a hole in a flat roof, it's like we've got bandstand set up, so it's like 2 on the bandstand. You go in stages, like up onto the bandstand and up the roof, and then up. There's a process. Like the first time we've done, we're like,
And they are in
We
2
get
separate
this out.
sections, so you've got the inside glass and then the outside glass, which obviously,
really?
yeah, it's like the main inside bit and then the outside bit just goes on the
but
top.
again, they're like the
You've
2
got to
metre
be careful
ones.
with condensation when you put the lids on. and-
Yeah.
Well,
It's
yeah.
got, it's got the film on it.
We've had ones where when you can't do the roof straight away and you have to do it. What was it? When we've not us, but we've had jobs where people have plasticked over them, not put the glass on because of the felt ain't burnt up yet. Don't want to screw on because sometimes the screw heads round off.
Yeah.
Once they're in, they're really hard to get. You have to drill them out. And then once water goes in there, it's the hardest thing to get out of the inside before the actual glass goes on, and you have
Otherwise
to
it
get
just
tissue,
condenses.
keep cleaning it,
Same
and
as
water will
double
seep
glazed
round the
windows.
sides and stuff.
Yeah.
They're a right pain, but and they're like how much? What 2 metre ones by a metre? They're like £3,500–4,000, aren't they? Just for one, and that's just for that.
You're saying about the screws, you know, you've got to drill them out.
Yeah.
Of course, you're meant to put them with just a screwdriver.
Yeah, yeah. People
And then you
use
can't- you can't
impact.
get
Yeah,
them out.
yeah.
Yeah,
But that's
people think they're security
No,
screws, but they're not.
They're not like you do them, so they go super tight. You just do it. As soon as they bite, that's it. It's
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
But yeah, you are meant to use a hand screw or set the truck on the drill or something like that.
Or on the bubble ones, it's the
I've never
other
had to
key, innit?
undo mine, so I'm
On the
all
bubble
right.
ones, you've got that 2 pin key, ain't you?
Yeah.
They're
That's
a
right,
pain.
yeah.
Especially if you lose the key.
Right, top cassette. So 2 little lugs there. One sits in there. One sits in there. That little bit of rubber at the back, make sure it's tucked over top of our head. Pop them into there. Pop that one into there.
So you might have to adjust your top tiles then with
Yeah,
you.
now what you've got to do, you've got to make sure that, so you can adjust him. That's as high as he'll go. He will go lower.
Oh, okay.
So what you'll do is you'll push him down. He doesn't want to touch those tiles. So if you've got the profile tile, so you
yeah.
can maybe go another notch, but you don't want to be touching that tile.
Okay, yeah.
What we'll do then? A couple of those.
He's going to be another generation. You'll have to do the course again.
What do I want to do there? Because I've got a solar panel on there.
Mate, he will explode. Sure, he's anything.
I hope you're learning, Callum, so I'm going to ring you up and quiz you tomorrow.
Pop that into there. and back that in.
Did you do this off your own back then?
Yeah, they were like, yeah, do you want to do it? I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
is it?
On my half day of work, mate.
Well,
Half the day at the office,
Half
yeah.
a
yeah,
day
but
of office.
at least you can. It
Well,
makes it
selling
easier
it as
to
well,
explain.
yeah, not talking about it.
If people ask you for something, at least you can sort of say yes or I don't know, let me find out. You can sort of say, oh yeah, we can do that. Like, did you know about most of this stuff already?
A little bit, like
Yeah,
watching the
from
videos
what
and that,
people
but it's
have bought.
different when you're doing it like this,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? All the little nicks and nags.
It's just letting people know what's actually out there.
The thing is, sometimes you only learn about them when a customer like gets the catalogue and they're like, oh, I want this. You're like, what have we got to do on Friday? We've got to fit a anti-heat blind on a flat roof light, so we've got to take the top thing off, put the blind in because they didn't. Velux don't do the blue heat glass.
Yeah.
So we've had to get the anti-heat blind that we've got to install inside a flat roof, and then Open so yeah, we've got to do it on Friday. But no, I didn't even know that existed until the client sort of said, well, I had to investigate on it. Because you're not really going to know every single product, are you? I mean, even to work in customer services, like, they must not know every product. They've still got to, like, I'll put you on hold and sort of have just a double check, surely.
So we've got one of our training guys, Mark Diamond. He's been with Velux for about 17 years. If I rang him up now and said I've got a PK10 window and I got part 4 damaged, he'll say, it's that code.
Really?
He's like Mr. Velux.
Mind you, I suppose you need to learn your codes in here for timbers.
Oh, mate, no,
He's
mate,
honestly,
no.
he is just
Not that
unreal.
good.
Absolutely unreal.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah.
But if
The thing is, if you're working with them all the time, it's easier to know it than to keep looking for a catalogue,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. I mean, he's been doing it for 17 years.
yeah,
But I rang him up. I had a customer ask me about putting a low pitch window, but on a different type of roof. So I spoke to Mark, and Mark said, "Oh yeah, you just got to put a snow kit on it, a snow and ice kit on it." I'm like, "Right, okay." And he said, "It's that code." And it's just like that's a brand. It's
how
a
do you
brand.
know a snow and ice
It's a
coat
brand
kit?
new,
It
brand
doesn't
new.
even snow and-
It's a brand new product.
That is crazy.
But yeah, honestly, he's like super switched on.
What is a snow and ice kit?
So on the GBL on the low pitch window, I said he got 40% more flashing, so he's further down there, and he's 40% bigger that way. There's an additional gasket across there, and then there's a rubber gasket that sits up there.
So
And
when
that
the
section there is the snow and ice kit.
So when it's all melting, it don't go up underneath.
Yeah, yeah, and it's not when
Oh,
the
you
rain
can
blows.
still build up and overdo
It's
and
not
then
gonna-
melt and yeah.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah,
get enough of it
snow
over
and,
it, though, do we?
snow and ice kit.
Once in 30
But it's
years.
a lot in Scotland.
I've been
Midlands even get it.
honestly, I think the main office in Scotland is just unreal.
What, massive?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a
Is that
brand-
where the main office is in UK then?
Yeah.
Well, they can test them there.
Yeah.
Rain's enough.
Oh yeah, to be
Free
fair, that's
water.
where our customer Steve, he said he's come down from Scotland, so he must have went directly to you guys to order it then, possibly. Because you don't stock every single window though, do you? Like, if they're not stocked, they have to obviously come from Denmark. I take it.
Yeah.
Is that why there could be like a 2
So
week
yeah, so
time then?
we keep windows in the UK,
Yeah.
and flashings. We don't keep blinds. Blinds are stored in France. We've got a storage in France for them.
So when they say there's like a 2 week
They come
wait
in
on-
dinghies.
It's because they're coming from abroad. So Denmark, Germany.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So how come they wouldn't stock it, or is it just because
It's having storage for them.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, our main office. So we used to, back a few years ago, we used to manufacture our own windows in Scotland,
Right.
next to our office, in massive warehouses. But because we were shipping, because we're European, because we're a European country, European company, we were shipping an awful lot back out. So then we said, well, surely it makes sense
Yeah,
to
just-
manufacture over there and you ship what we
Yeah.
need back to us. So that's
and
what
I
we
suppose
did.
you only stock what you
Yeah.
sell more of, and then
Yeah.
because that's the only thing with the flat roof lights, they're not going to stock. This is what
Yeah.
customers say. So you're not going to stock like 100 2 metre by a metre flat roof lights because how often do people?
And
have them?
you'll find as well, trying to get spare parts.
Yeah.
Spare parts can be quite a few weeks.
Do you
lead
know
time.
another good thing about spare parts? So I've run your customer service up. Say if you damage a bit, they'll send you a diagram on an email with it blown out, with every bit numbered.
Yeah.
You just
what I mean.
pick
When
what
it-
number
in
you
France,
want.
mate,
Oh, it's number
every window
27.
goes
You let them know. Yeah, comes and takes 5 to 10 days, whatever, to come over. But that's the good thing about every. There's a part.
There's a part number for
Ev-
everything.
Everything, even like a screw, a bit of flashing.
Yeah, I could go
It's
down.
crazy,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But that really helps because most things on there are really easy to change.
So if you were doing that, you want to allow, you know, first when you're doing it, cut hours maybe, because you're going to be doing it from the inside. But
That's
it's-
right, I was thinking that, yeah.
I was going to say that.
I mean, that's the top of the range one. So we do fabric ones as well.
To be fair, when it's cold, I mean, obviously it's come out the roof a lot more, but it's not.
It's not too obtrusive.
You know, by the time that's there, it's not. Don't look that bad, do they?
So it keeps light out and heat in.
So that's 99.8% daylight. I don't think they will connect to 100%. So, and then 87%.
No, but if you had the other blind on the other side,
It'll stop coming out.
Stop going in.
It'll stop going in. Oh, okay.
So then with that, then you can still open the window as well.
I saw you
That's
screwing
where
these
the
in,
arms
and I
were.
wondered if it was for
So
that.
if you had him in the Velux active mode, and it was too warm in there, the shutter would come down and the window would open. So we were working conjunction.
Is that the
with
maximum it opens with the
Yeah.
blind like that though? Yeah.
But if the blind's open, can it open more than the window?
Yeah, you'll spin with it.
And then if you've got the other thing on there,
Yeah.
and it starts raining
It's-
again,
yeah,
it'll
it's
still
all-
shut.
Yeah, it's going to close it all up. Yeah,
It's cool.
it's a good bit of kit.
Just need the customers to put their hands in it.
You've got money somewhere.
But yeah, it's great. It's honestly, it's great products. I fit a key light and Facro. But yeah, maybe I'm being a bit biased now because I work for Velux. But that's far better.
Do you know
than
what I have to
any
say?
key
I
light.
don't think I've fit any other roof light other than the Velux.
No.
I honestly don't. It's all we've ever dealt with Velux, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
I mean, even in the old office, we used to have one of the little Velux stands with a little CKO2 in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Just so when people come in, they can sort of look at, see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been an MO2. No, what is it?
No,
CO2.
CO2. Not CK.
And it was an MO6.
SO6.
You lift it back out, I'll show you the code then. Yeah, so you can then program then to the Velux touch on the side there, so you can run all three of them together at the same time. So you could have 200 windows, all with that on, and run it all off that one controller. So you could have open window 1, 3, 5.
Can you open?
7.
Would you have to open all the windows individually? Can you press a button?
Yeah,
They
just
all
press
open.
one. Yeah, yeah. You can do all windows, all shutters, all blinds.
That's cool.
Do you sell many of these out exterior shutters?
Not so, as many as we'd like to.
Yeah.
It's more European.
Because I was thinking, like, you know, we've had a couple of heat waves here, and in that instance you'd want it, but apart from that we don't get a lot of calls
Do you know, to be fair, the house I actually installed them on, they also, it was a loft conversion, very rare, they also had air conditioning installed inside the loft as well.
Oh, right.
So obviously I think they were really, so he ended up insulating the outside of his property as well. He was very eco-friendly, energy efficient, having solar panels on his dormer, so I think doing this, if you're going to do solar panels and all that, you've got to do everything. You've got to have aircon, you've got to have that. The less power you use, I suppose.
I done a loft conversion at my place, 2001. 2001? No, 2020. It was. I was going to get married that year because of COVID. It all got strapped. So I said to my missus, I said, "What are we going to do for 12 months waiting for COVID to go?" She's like, "Oh, I'll do the loft conversion then." So I spent all summer in the attic.
Who did your Veluxes?
So I done 5 Veluxes.
Yeah.
Because I was installing for them, I spoke to one of the area managers and I was like, I really like shutters, but I can't afford them.
Yeah.
So like 3 weeks later, a parcel turned up.
No.
And I'm like, what's that?
What, for every one of your
Yeah,
Veluxes?
he sent me 4 shutters out. And I put aircon in as well.
Cut the grand saved, didn't it?
But honestly, so I've got my upstairs now. So I've got main master bedroom, office, ensuite. It's all air conditioned with Velux shutters.
And this is all in the loft?
Yeah.
So you've done everything there, haven't you? You've got the aircon.
And then I've gone downstairs, next floor, and I've done my boy's front room bedroom. His ensuite, and here's his aircon.
Yeah.
And I've done my other boy's bedroom, aircon.
Do you know what though? The aircon, because we did one in a hair salon, and they had it as aircon. It was heating, it was everything, and and I think it was only supplied and fitted. Obviously, it's for one room, but it was like £700.
Yeah.
It was easy because it went straight out the side of the hair salon.
And it's cheap to run as well.
People, when they think aircon fitted, they're thinking, oh, you've got to have all this like system put in the whole. It's not, is it?
Well, you can get that, but you get the standalone things.
Yeah, the little the
Yeah.
condenser unit in the corner of your room or something.
Yeah, I got 3 boxes out on the wall outside.
Yeah.
There's no cables. It's all boarded and stud walls.
It's
And
even
you
like,
can put it onto heat, so I can turn all rads off upstairs. And just flick the aircon on, it warms it all up. Set it to 22, 23 degrees, and
did you
it
say
just
there's? I haven't made this up. I swear you said earlier. Did you say there's ones that look like solar panels to go in? With
yeah,
solar
so they.
panels now?
I don't know. I'm sure I took the books now.
So if you've got like.
So yeah, they do. Let's grab a book. No, so you can still have your internal blind there. What you do, you can't use it on a motorised window. So where we took that cassette out, then there's it looks like a fly screen that sits up into there, screws into there. So take these 2 screws out, and 2 little hooks go on there, and then basically you pull the cassette out, hook it onto there, so it will then move as and when you open the window.
Do you know what you say?
And they're like
I think I've seen
You
that.
just saying a bug screen. I think you can get them an additional flat roof lights. There's
You get a
like
bug
a
screen
netting
that
thing.
will sit over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never fitted any, but I think you've got to get the size of the reveal, and they'll bespoke it to what you need, I think.
See, that's so good, like, even if they can't do it, they will still go, right, let's get it made for you. Obviously, depending on money, but
Yeah.
at least they're like, oh, that part don't exist. At least.
The thing is, in other countries though, the parts are much more relevant, aren't they, as well?
Yeah.
It's like when you
Yeah.
go to France, so there's more mosquitoes and like they have them, a lot more of them.
It's like the shutters, yeah. You go to Europe, they're all over the place.
Yeah, they have them pretty much everywhere. Yeah. Even the flat windows, they've got them on, don't they?
Yeah. But honestly, it's a great bit of kit. So yeah, I'm just in the process of making some more rigs. So all the other guys have got timber rigs.
Yeah, yeah.
Which are quite heavy
You've tried to
and
make it light as
cumbersome. So
possible.
yeah. So it takes me a few minutes to put it up. So I've now got it put in place. So I'm going to make some aluminium ones. They're going to be shipped all over Europe.
Yeah. Oh, well, for everyone to use. I hope you got your name on that.
So yeah, so all of these boards, they're all interchangeable.
Yeah.
So I can extend this out now, so we can put combinations together. This is just something I knocked up, just messing around with. But
No, it's good.
what I'll do before you guys go, I'll just jot your names and numbers.
Yeah.
on them again. I'm not saying that I don't press yours, but
Go in there, so guess what? I want to tell you, this is the first step. Then next step, to get us on a bloody. Where are the courses? Can they do them locally? Just.
Hi everyone, just catch up after our course of fitting Velux today. So basically once you've done this day and you've been briefed on how to fit, that's not quite all. So you will be sent an email with further instructions on how to obtain actual installer's certificate. So which will basically mean that you're gonna have to either go to one of the training sites, or the other option was that you have a job where you can fit the window and then you can call them up and get the inspector to come and inspect your work, and that's how you could get it signed off and get your certification. So I just wanted to explain that this is like a briefing this day, as we were briefed on how to do it, but it's not all if you want to obtain the full certification of fitting Velux windows. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and we'll catch up in our next videos.